If you'd like to know how the latest bridal eyeshadow is achieved, you might need to watch this video to the end. But before that, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for coming by. God bless you. If this is your first time here, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I can assure you that it is worth it big time. So for this eyeshadow look, I'm going to be using this shade from Ceendies new blush palette, Warmth Cheek, for my transition. Usually for my transition, I always like to go in with using a light color first before using a deep color. This way it helps me to be able to blend well, and I don't have to face situations where I'm struggling to blend. And for my whenever I'm using my eyeshadow as well, I always like to use a flat fluffy brush. It has to be flat. It does not have to be too hard as well. It has to make your eyeshadow to be easily blendable, and you don't pack so much of product at the same time. You just go in, less is more. You build your base instead of just using a whole lot of eyeshadow, then you're struggling to blend. The aim is to achieve a flawless look. You don't want your eyeshadow look to be looking too not well blended. So I'm just going to use a dark color now on the eyelid, because the essence of the eyeshadow that I want to do is for me to get a smoky effect. A smoky effect does not mean I have to use a black eyeshadow. I can always use a dark eyeshadow for a smoky effect. So this color that I'm using is from the same palette, which is the Warmth Cheeks from Ceendies creation. So I'm just going to be using the C technique, more like I'm just taking it like round. I'm just taking my brush in a round form. I'm not spreading it all over or on the entire eyes. It's just on the eyelid. Then I'm building it upwards. I noticed that I might need to add a little more eyeshadow. Sorry, pardon me that I'm using eyeshadow, but it's actually a color from the palette. But it can also serve as an eyeshadow if that's well pigmented. So when I am satisfied with the color, like I'm okay with, oh yes, this color is very good for the base, then I'm going to now go in to use my pigment. But before that, I'm still going to go back to use my fluffy brush that I used for the transition to blend it well, because you don't want to be seeing where one is starting and where one is ending. You do not want that in your makeup. You want everything to be well blended. You can see me that I'm going back to now use my flat brush that I used for my transition to still blend the brow bone as well, because I would not want the concealer that I've used in my brow bone to be standing alone. Everything has to enter each other. It has to blend well. And my application technique, I keep on raising the brow upward, the eyeshadow upward, more like an eye lift. I'm imitating an eye lift. That is the technique that I use for this eyeshadow. So after I have done this, like I said earlier, I would use my e.l.f. pigment. I'm actually using a pigment glue from Hush Beauty, not e.l.f., sorry. A pigment glue from Hush Beauty. I'm going to use a flat hard brush to just apply it on the areas that I want to, majorly on the eyelid, and I'm not exceeding that eyelid, because I would not want the pigment to get to the upper part or where the transition is. I would not want that. So I'm just going to just use the back of my fingers to just tap it in. I think I like the effect that this gives when I use the back of my fingers. And I'm also using this pigment from Luzta Cosmetics in Phoenix. I'm going to drop the product that I use in the description box. Then I'm just going to tap it in, gently spread it all over the eyelid. Sorry, only on the areas that I want. So I'm not going to be using it everywhere, because I intend to use another color. That is the latest bridal eyeshadow that you would see on any Nigerian bride. In fact, foreigners self are using it. So let's just say the latest bridal eyeshadow, two-tone. In fact, some people can even go as far as using 3 colors. Then I'm also using this pigment from Candybeautyline in Chloe. I'm going to also drop the name in the description box. You can check after this video. So I'm also using the same technique, using the back of my hand, my finger, to tap it and blend it into the first one that I did before, because I would not want situations where there is a line demarcating that this is where this pigment started and why this is, and also this is where this other pigment is starting. there has to be that blend. Then I went back to use another brush to just dust out the excess pigment that might have gone towards the transition area. Then in order for me to create more intensity, like I want my eyeshadow to be popping more, I went in further to use my contour palette from Mother Africa Cosmetics. Then I'm using the darker shade from Mother Africa Cosmetics, this one, to just intensify the eyeshadow. And I'm just going to be using it on the outer lid to just create a crease. Then I will blend it inwardly. So that is that. Seriously, this eyeshadow is not a whole lot. It's not so stressful. All you just have to do is just to know the colors to combine. And I would advise that you practice first before you do on a bride, because when you practice, that is what makes you better. That is what makes you know the combination of colors to use. I look forward to trying this eyeshadow on my face as well, because I am the latest bride to be in town. Yes, because you can see since the beginning of this video, I've been flaunting my ring to you all faces. yeah, you can. So I'm going ahead to just keep on blending is key in makeup. You want that flawless look, you want that look that looks really nice, you have to blend. And to further lift the eye, I'm still using the flat brush that I used for my transition to just lift the eye upwards. And that is that. And I'm still going ahead to still blend. See, if you want to get better as a makeup artist, you just have to keep on practicing. So I also look forward to you all practicing this eye look that you have watched here, and I hope you found this video really helpful. You can also tag me on Instagram when you recreate yours as well as YouTube or other platforms, Z Beauty Royale on all platforms, to smoke my under eye, because I like that a lot. I'm still using the deep color from the blush palette to do that. The same color that I used at the outer lid is also the same one I'm using for the under eye. And that is that for this tutorial. I hope you love this look. Just look at how beautiful my model is. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video.